In his teaching, Jesus said, "Beware of the scribes who like to walk about in long robes, to be greeted obsequiously in the market squares, to take the front seats in the synagogues, the places of honour at banquets. These are the men who swallow the property of widows while making a show of lengthy prayers. The more severe will be the sentence they receive." He sat down opposite the treasury and watched the people putting money into the treasury, and many of the rich put in a great deal. A poor widow came and put in 2 small coins, the equivalent of a penny. Then he called the disciples and said to them, "I tell you solemnly, this poor widow has put in more than all who have contributed to the treasury. For they have all put in money that they had left over. But she, from the little she had, has put in everything she possessed, all she had to live on." Jesus speaking about the scribes. If you might remember last week, it was a scribe who asked Jesus the question, "What's the greatest commandment?" And Jesus answered him, I think, very, very beautifully and charitably. But now it's Jesus' turn to point out some of the hypocrisy that he sees in the religious leaders of his time. And he doesn't hold back. He knows that he's not winning any friends, not winning favours, but he feels he has to say this. And of course the widow that comes into the picture, the most vulnerable, together with orphans, the most vulnerable of people of his time, the widow. And here is the one whom he exalts and lifts up. So that the contrast is quite powerful.
It is, isn't it? Yes, yes. Yes, it's really difficult to... sorry.
Hold it.
Sorry.
Just start with, yes, it's really difficult. When you're ready.
Yes, it's the celebrity sort of thing, the people up front, the people who are pushing themselves forward, who seem to want the limelight, want to be in the front. We see this a lot with people, even in the news, the kids in the background waving their arms and trying to get themselves on. That's the same sort of thing, that it's the show of being on stage or centre front, and the scribes were looking for that in the way they behaved.
Look at me.
Yes. I'm very devout. I pray every day and these sorts of things, but there is a hypocrisy in that.
And then the quietness of the widow just creeping forward and dropping in her offering.
Yes, almost very apologetic for.
And that was the one that Jesus noticed, wasn't it?
Yes.
The quiet, private, humble action is the one that took the limelight.
That's right. Yes. And the fact that her contribution was relatively small, but huge for her in relation to her what she had. Yes. Because life was very, very difficult for people in that situation, the widowed and even children at times too.
And I think today people may think they haven't got much to offer, and
that's true.
And to encourage people to realise that they each have a wonderful gift, a unique gift. It may not seem great to them, but if they can just bring themselves to offer it, it could become just the very thing that's needed.
Yes.
For a community or a situation, or just even a word sometimes that people can say.
That's right. Yes, I gave myself an interesting exercise recently to just think of all the people who made a contribution to our parish and to our liturgies. And the list just grows and grows, and it's just amazing. And some of them are very small, seem like small chores or small contributions, but so vital.
Yeah. I think you said you started off thinking there weren't terribly many involved.
That's right.
And then you found that the names just kept coming and coming.
The list and the list,
Yes.
just grew and grew and grew. And I was amazed at the number of people that this actually covers and who are involved. So everybody's got a gift.
That's a great image. Each one playing a little part.
Yes.
And then together a whole fountain appeared.
Like a jigsaw. Each little piece
fun.
makes the full picture. And in this case, everyone's contribution is so vital.
So be aware of your gift and have the courage to offer it.
Wonderful. Yes.